the sweet and then chocolate. They stay so thin. Chocolate's the Swiss.
I think I know where they
Swedish
got.
chocolate.
I think I know where they got their inspiration for this movie. You ever hear that? I forget the guy's name. But basically, set up like a torture chamber or something.
Yeah. The guy with the Chicago's World Fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody Holmes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he could, like, he'd have the room set up for, like, they trap doors and stuff. They fall in the basements.
They asphyxiate and everything.
Yeah.
What shit is that?
I don't know. All right. What is it this time?
Really? Jesus the Christ! One time I say I'll punch Gandhi.
Like, whoa! That's not Gandhi.
What is it?
It's M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, the sixth, even the seventh sense.
Yes. Don't worry. We have to talk about your thing with Gandhi. God damn it, Mongrel! Today of all days, so much freaking shit.
The last time I let you buy anything at a tag sale. Ever.
Not ever. I mean, let's just put it this way. I'm just going to stick to gold, silver, and video games.
All right. Anyway, we're stuck telling the truth about M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, man. Truth. It's a big order to fill.
Yeah, I mean, the man's career has spanned 20 years. That's 2 decades.
Yep. It's a lot of weeks.
Wow. We're not going to get into the mathematics of it right now. Let's just say, though, I mean, it came right out of the gate, bang. Starting really high, right up there. He's got one of the top 3 movie twists.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Top 3. Dude, he's up there. Alfred Hitchcock in Psycho. Empire Strikes Back. And then you've got Bruce Willis being gay.
Dead.
Oh.
He's dead. Well, he's not really dead, but the twist was he's dead, not gay.
Oh. I have some apology emails to write.
Did you even watch the movie?
It came in and out.
Anyway, I agree. It was a very strong movie. No one had even heard of this guy's name, and then he comes out with The Sixth Sense. Very well received movie. Did very well in the box office.
Oh yeah, I mean, and with critics too. It was everybody loved it. Everybody was talking about it, which is weird because you think about like oh my god. It became like the next thing to like spoil. Like spoiling the movie became as big as a thing as going to see it.
It's true. By the way, Dumbledore's dead.
Fuck.
Yeah. Spoilers.
So, I mean, hot on the heels of that, though, you follow with another Mel Gibson and Samuel L. Jackson movie.
No,
Unbreakable.
Bruce Willis.
Who did I say?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Willis. Yeah, with Unbreakable.
Right. Look, as far as I'm concerned, though, Lethal Weapon and Die Hard are all part of the same universe.
They are.
Right.
Those movies.
So McClane and Riggs, they're right there. They're like, the same person.
Okay.
Anyway, we're talking about M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes.
And so, yeah, you follow Unbreakable, another movie, another twist.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, he came up with Signs. That was with Mel Gibson.
Right. Before he went crazy.
Yes. And, again, another well-received movie. I thought I liked it overall. The ending with aliens being hydrophobic. Thought that was kind of dumb. But, to each his own.
Well, I mean, that's kind of really a nod to War of the Worlds. Where the aliens came down and bang, they couldn't survive on this planet because of
the common cold.
Right.
Yeah.
So you make it something so common and blah, 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 blah. Yes, it's an homage, but overall, I mean, yeah, it was another good movie, solid effort, and it's kind of after that the wheels fall off of the M. Night Shyamalan wagon.
And it turns into a Ferris wheel of death hurtling towards the sea.
Yep, a windmill full of corpses.
Yep. Yes. His next movie was The Village.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. If you were like me and you saw the previews for that movie and you were basing his works off The Sixth Sense, you were super pumped for that movie. It had looked pretty scary, had a good amount of suspense, looked intense, but
had a guy with a really big nose in it.
Yeah, the monster. Yeah, with the spikes on his back. Yep.
Yeah, Adrian Brody.
It had him. Yes, he was not the monster with the spikes on his back, but it had him. But anyway, when you go to see the movie, you realize that all those awesome parts that you were promised, basically, based off the trailer, were only in the trailer.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, monster wasn't even a real monster.
No, those old people. Who kind of are monsters?
Well, that seems to be a theme throughout his work, but we'll get to that. Yeah. Really, it was less a horror movie as a pretty blunt look at people who remove themselves from society to try to escape society's evils. Yeah. Basically, the lesson of it was like, oh, you can't escape. You take the evils along with you.
Yeah.
You become those evils.
Yeah, if you try to escape those demons from everyday society and advancing society, then you yourself will become a monster.
Right. And people really didn't like that lesson.
No. Word of advice, if you're trying to get a lesson across to somebody, you shouldn't portray it as something other than that lesson. Don't wrap it up in a horror movie and then give me a moral lesson on society.
I can't say that. There's some horror movies that do teach valuable lessons, like Chud, don't go under the streets.
Never saw that one. But most horror movies, they teach you a lesson, but they're still a horror movie.
Right. Yeah, don't build...
Not a fucking documentary.
Right. And I mean, you can say how much of that was what the studios did, because, you're riding high on this director right here who's made these 3 suspenseful, scary movies, and that's what's going to put butts in the seats. But you're not getting happy butts in those seats.
No, you're getting angry butts.
Angry butts.
Not like explosive diarrhea angry, but, like...
Close.
IBS angry. Yeah.
I mean, I had explosive diarrhea after watching The Village. That's because I ate 3 chili cheese dogs during it.
Yeah. But, so, after that movie and the poorly received... I guess.
Well, yeah, Mr. Highfalutin director who started to believe his own hype all of a sudden got crushed when nobody liked his next movie.
Yeah, critics were very harsh on it, and
so was the public.
Yep, and Shyamalan Ding Dong there became pretty butthurt.
Real butthurt. He was one of those angry butts.
Yeah.
And so then what do you do after that happens?
Yeah, he made another
movie.
movie.
Do you try to make it, try to repair your reputation? Take a couple of steps back, look at what made you famous in the first place, and maybe focus on that?
No, of course not.
No.
No, that's what a sane person would do.
Instead, you go out, you make the most esoteric, weird, strange, unexplained, narcissistic, egotistical piece of crap that you can. You basically write a movie about a writer who nobody gets.
And you cast yourself as the writer. And basically, let's start off with the movie. He released the children's book first to have people make sure that they had an open mind going into this movie. So the hopes that they would get it and then the movie would be not so poorly received as The Village.
Yeah. Well, that didn't work. I mean, Lady in the Water tagged right along with the rest of it. And, which is unfortunate because, like an 87-year-old lady who forgot her prescription glasses, this is where his career really takes a turn for the worse.
An Asian 87-year-old lady who forgot her glasses.
Yeah. Across 5 lanes of traffic, no blinker.
Nope. Didn't even look in the mirror. Take a turn for the worse, he sure did.
Yeah. What followed was a torrent of shit.
Yep. 4 movies that, when added together, their scores just slightly overtook The Sixth Sense.
Right. And, I mean, when you add up The Happening, Devil, Avatar, the non-blue version, and After Earth, even talking about them, you wouldn't think they could add up to the quality of The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know specifics, they added up to 86, whereas The Sixth Sense hit 85. So you've got 4 pieces of shit compared to 1 block of gold. Now, I understand, well, but there's 4 of them. Yeah, but even if those 4 pieces of shit were the same size, density, and they're molded to represent that block of gold, would you rather 1 block of gold or a block of shit?
I wouldn't want to eat either.
I didn't say eat.
Oh.
I said one.
I'm getting hungry.
Okay. Basically, I mean, quality-wise, doesn't even come close.
But the strange thing is that whereas the movies before this, he seemed to do with a certain grace and an air of subtlety about the lessons he wanted to teach or the morals he wanted to get across, you slowly start to lose that.
Yeah, the happening, basically, the lesson was, don't fuck with Mother Nature, she's gonna win.
Yeah. Trees will kill you. That's what I got out of it.
Yeah. And for those of you that have seen the movie, I have tried to run away from the wind. Not possible. So I don't know how they did it. Call them bullshit.
Yeah, but you can still paint with all the colors of it.
If you're an Indian.
Only if you're an Indian. Not the Shyamalan kind.
So then, Devil.
Devil, yeah. Moral of the story, Devil's going to show you some crazy shit, but you got to forgive people.
Overall, I know it got it got the highest score out of these 4 movies, by the way, 52. I still liked it. I thought it was a good movie.
I didn't think it was the greatest thing, but it wasn't the biggest piece of shit in the world.
No, definitely better than The Happening and Lady in the Water in the Village.
And way, way better than The Last Airbender.
Yeah, moral of that story, don't make it. You have a perfectly good animated series. Leave it animated. Don't try to make a live-action version of it.
It never turns out good. In this case, it turned abysmal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Satan has that on repeat for bad children.
Bad adults.
Bad anybody.
Yeah.
Bad dogs. Just sitting there, watching Airbender for all eternity.
Poor bastards.
And you thought all dogs went to heaven. And that brings us to After Earth, which was, I don't know whose idea this was for a movie.
Thankfully, I never saw it.
Yeah. Whether it was Will Smith wanting to add some Scientology into people's lives, or his son's idea to make a movie with his dad, or M. Night Shyamalan going on a bad acid trip. None of it congealed into anything. There was a moral to the story. The kid wanted to be like his warrior dad, and then in the end learned that he could experience no fear by just being himself. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to make out of it what you will, but, I mean, you can only do so much with these movies.
It's true. It's true. Twist and turn them any way you want. They're still going to turn back into what they are.
Yep.
Doo-doo.
But with his most recent film, the morals of those stories, although seeming very obvious, are incredibly subtle compared to this.
Oh, yeah. And compared to The Visit, there is no subtlety in this movie to be found.
So, in case you haven't seen the movie, we're not going to spoil it for you. Overall, it's a pretty good movie, and I think you should go see it. The basic plot is you have these 2 kids who live with their mom. She's divorced from their father. And, you know, they have characteristics that are appealing to...
Yeah, I mean, immediately you meet them, they're likable, they have little quirks that make them endearing. Like, I mean, the girl talks with this huge elevated language. The little boy...
He thinks he's black.
Pretty much, yeah. He does all these little raps, which, is annoying and cheeky at first, but, like, eventually they become a little comic relief in the movie.
Yeah. And, so basically they go to stay with their grandparents for a week while the mother is on a cruise with her boyfriend, which the kids are encouraging her to because she needs this break. And the kids really want to see their grandparents because they had never seen them before.
Yeah. You've set up the guidelines of the movie now. The mother's out of the picture. The kids are in the woods with these grandparents who they've never met before. They're their only protection. They're their guardians. And they progressively get kinkier and kinkier.
I think you mean kookier and kookier.
No, like that part with the diapers. And...
Yeah.
Yeah, kookier. Kookier.
What movie did you watch?
Not important right now.
We were in the same theater.
Not important.
All right. But basically, the reason why they had never seen their grandparents before, this is kind of important, is that something bad happened when the mother was younger, and she ran away on very poor terms. So...
Yeah. And so, when we say subtlety has gone out of the window, that's the first point. Here's where they hit you with the lesson. You're sitting there, you're enjoying yourself in the theater, and bang! Lesson. Right to the back of the head.
Yep. Like being hit in the back of the head with a lead pipe.
Pretty much. And so, you calm down a little bit, start getting back into the movie, seeing where things are taking you. You're like, can't be that blunt. That can't be all of this. And then, you get relaxed, get back into the flow. Grandparents are getting kooky. Kids are doing what kids do. The little girl's making her documentary, which the entire thing is in the form of. Yeah. And then, when you least suspect it, bang, again, right in the back of the head. Bigger, heavier lead pipe. Here's the lesson.
Scarier guy.
Yeah. Boom. Again, lesson. And, you're like, still reeling in disbelief from that. You're reaching back to feel the back of your head. Is there blood? You don't know.
Probably.
Because, no sense of subtlety.
Mm-mm. And, then, now you're cautious. Now you're on edge, because that's happened twice. That can't be a coincidence. He's probably going to do it again.
Right. And you know it's coming. You just don't know when. And then sure enough, here he comes, creeping up behind you again. It's a bigger pipe now. It's got spikes on it. And he's just wailing on you repeatedly, over and over and over again. And you're unconscious. And nobody's going to be calling your phone because you're at the movies. You shut it off. There's no one coming to save you. No one expects you home. He's dragging you out the emergency exit right into the alley. You don't know what he's doing with your unconscious body.
Hey. You're going to a dark place right now. You've gone. Reel it in.
Dark things happen, Matt. Dark things happen.
I could have sworn you were right next to me the entire time in the movie theater.
You should look harder next time.
It's dark. Basically, at the end of the movie, that lesson that he's been trying to get through to you, and I say trying very liberally, forcing down your fucking throat. Take all the times in the movie that lesson was presented, multiply it by about infinity, and that's pretty much what the ending was. I almost threw up a little bit.
Well, I mean, when you're trying to shove that much meat down your throat, you're going to barf a little.
I think I know what happened in that alleyway.
Anyway, all in all, the movie wasn't terrible. There were likable characters. The plot moved along fast. There were some decently scary parts. But if you look back at his career, you'll see that he's definitely lost that confidence that he tried to reinstill with Lady in the Water.
Yes, but now he's kind of gone back to his roots, his original style of movies. And I think this movie has been the best one since Signs.
Definitely, there's no doubt about that. I mean, both critically and viewer-related. Yeah, you're back to what he's best at. And, for as far as writing and movie-making wise, he's never lost that edge, I think. But he needs to remember that making a movie isn't about bludgeoning people with lessons. It's about telling a good story. And if he gets that back, yeah. I mean, there's no telling what he could do. But right now, if you want the truth, man, he's like an old naked dude in the shower. Career's been very pendulous.
You're talking about a scrotum, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Vile imagery aside, I agree. I feel like his career's been like a pendulum. Started out very strong, and then kind of neutral, and then didn't know what he was doing. Terrible. And now he's starting to go back too strong again. And I think another movie, maybe 2 movies, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And that's the truth about M. Night Shyamalan.
Voicemail. Oh, missed call from Chris. It's weird he leaves me a voicemail.
Then press pound. You have 1 new voice message. First voice message.
Matt, oh God, here, come here quick. I'm in the movie theater. There's a guy. Oh God, he chased me. No, not again. Oh God, help, man, help. Help! Help!
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To save it, message erased. End of new
He's
messages.
probably fine.